Welcome to the Dr. Max Show. This is episode 12 now in the 4th season. I want to tell you right off, those of you joining us live, that after the 15th episode, which will be Saturday, we're first of all taking a break as we go through the 14-day recovery challenge. Just down for a second. But we will no longer be going live on any social media platform. It's just not working out. Those of you who've been following the Dr. Max Show live, beginning when we come back from the break, which will be season number 5, we'll give you a Zoom link every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So as you know, we always start every session with praise, worship, prayer, and meditation. And why do we do that? To get into the presence of God. Let Him lead you. If you're in recovery right now with us, no matter where you're at, Jesus is there with you. He's been there all the time. I just encourage you now to join Him as we join in praise, worship, prayer, and meditation.
Oh, time after time I went searching for peace in some void. I was trying to blame all my ills on this world I was in. Oh, surface relations used me till I was done in. And you know, all the while someone, Jesus, was waiting to free me from my sin. He was there all the time. Oh, He was there all the time. Oh, yes, waiting patiently in life. was there all the time. Never again will I look for a fake rainbows in him. You know, I found that answer, and somehow my life is just starting to bleed. Sharing each new day with him, it's a cup of fresh love. Yes, it is. Oh, what I wish he's been waiting right there all the time. He was there all the time. Oh, he was there all the time. Oh, waiting patiently, so patiently in line. He was there all the time. He was there all the time. Jesus. Oh, he was there all the time. My Lord, yes, waiting patiently, so patiently in line. Yes, he was there all the time. Oh, waiting patiently in line. He was there all the time. Just waiting.
One of the last few times we're going to go live on our social media platform, so it'll be just a second here until we go live. And now it says we are live on social media. Couple of housekeeping items as we start here. First and foremost, there'll only be today through Saturday Dr. Max shows that will come live on social media. If you've been following the Dr. Max show and you're getting something meaningful out of it, every day we try to share some golden nuggets of wisdom from the kingdom of God. If you're interested in following us live, fine. We'll be happy to send you a free Zoom link to join us every day at 10 a.m. But we are going to take a break as we do the recovery challenge, 14-day recovery challenge, beginning Sunday this week through, I believe it's the 19th. 14 days to recovery. Can you believe it? We are in episode 12 of the Dr. Max show. A few other things, let's see. Again today, we got another break in the series as God spoke to me and gave me a vision that someone out there yesterday and today, there's a special message to give you. It may be one, it may be many, who need to hear this message. So, I want you to be made aware of that. Let's see what else. If you notice down in the in your text box, a lot of people in recovery have, before they're ready to enter recovery, they, for some reason, are hell-bent on losing everything before they enter recovery. They need income. So there is an opportunity that we put together. It's a project we're involved with the ex-CEO of, who is it? Microsoft. Yeah. In fact, he created the Xbox. So he's now head of a company that will allow you to just work just a few hours a week from your cell phone, and that's a remarkable thing too. Have you ever noticed every homeless person seems to have a cell phone? Remarkable. Cell phones are not cheap. But anyway, you can work from 2 to 4 hours per week and make an extra $140 a week. If you choose to work more, you can make a whole lot more. 5 to 8 hours a week, you can make $280. So, that's just working from your phone, man. So, that's also in your text box. Today, we're still talking about seeing your future with faith and not fear. There's several scriptures I want to bring to your attention. The first is Numbers 13:30. As it reads out of the New International Version, then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up there and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." Now, is that looking with vision to your future with faith or fear?
Faith.
It's faith, right? But in in the very next verse, Numbers 13:31, there's 10 guys that went up there with Caleb, and they said this, but the men who had gone up with him said, "We can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are." See, there's thoughts that go through your minds. I call them spontaneous thoughts. And any thought that doesn't have to do with faith, hope, and love is either a thought that you created by yourself, which is influenced by the world, or it's a thought from Satan. So, are you approaching life with a vision of faith or fear? These people were probably scared to death. In fact, it goes on, well, we'll cover that in the message. But if you look at Job 3:25, New International Version, says, "What I feared has come upon me. What I dreaded has happened to me. As a man thinketh, so is he." If you just fill your mind with negative thoughts, there ain't no sense in trying to recover. I done lost my wife and my kids and my house, and there ain't no sense. I'm just a loser in life. That's not going to help you in recovery, is it? So we're to share a vision of faith, not fear. Again, Numbers 13:30. We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. If you look at the future with fear instead of faith, then you will underestimate the abilities God has already given you. Seeing life with eyes of fear causes you to bury your talents. Remember the story in Scripture where a great wealthy landowner was going away for a while, and he gave one servant 1 talent, and another servant 2 talents, another servant 5 talents. And he said, go and do what you can with the talents I'm giving you, and I'll be back and I'll hold you accountable. Well, the one with 5 talents had made 5 more. The one with 2 talents had made 2 more. The one with 1 talent, what happened? He was fearful. And what did he do? He went and buried his talent. When Moses sent spies to scope out the promised land, 10 of the 12 came back and said, we can't attack these people. They are stronger than we are. Even though God had promised to be with them, they responded in fear rather than faith. Do you know God has promised to be with you? He's there all the time. Only Joshua and Caleb believed in God's promise that they could take possession of the land. Wonder who ruled in that situation. Well, the fearful people. Have you noticed in today's culture, since the COVID, there's been all types of propaganda and conspiracy theories generating more and more fear. And as a result, mental illness is up, suicide is up, the people perish. And that happened in the chosen people of God. Because they were seeing things fearfully, they ended up wandering around in the desert when they could have taken possession then of the promised land. They wandered around the desert for another 40 years until a whole generation passed on and a new generation went into the promised land. People who always say, I can't, and the people who always say, I can, you know they're both right. Why? Because fear creates self-fulfilling prophecies. It could have been something that your daddy told you a long time ago. You ain't ever going to amount to nothing. And that keeps looping in your mind. That's the self-fulfilling prophecy. This happened to Job when he said, what I feared has come upon me. What I dreaded has actually happened to me. You're probably in recovery right now because the conversations in your mind. What you feared did actually happen. A vision based on fear rather than faith is going to limit you for your entire life. You're going to miss opportunities. You're going to waste the talent that God gave you. And you're going to set yourself up with self-defeating predictions. The spies with fear based vision saw themselves as inadequate. Look at Numbers 13, 32 through 33. They said the land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there were of great size. We seemed like grasshoppers in our eyes, and we looked the same to them. Pretty self-defeating, isn't it? There really were giants in the promised land. They caused some of the Israelites to see themselves as tiny bugs, sure to get squashed. Now that's a self-defeating image. Or defeating self-image. It didn't affect just the spies' competence. It also caused them to project their fears on others. That's the problem with a fear-based vision. The way you see yourself and life will rub off on the people around you. If the spies had looked at the promised land with faith instead of fear, they would have seen the same thing Joshua and Caleb did, a land flowing with milk and honey. Even when they looked at the giants, Joshua and Caleb saw their potential through God's eyes. They said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." So never underestimate what God can do through you when you obey Him in faith. Whatever He has called you to do, you can certainly accomplish in His strength. So some things to talk over. Think about, questions to ask yourself. Do you believe you are equipped for the task God has called you to do? Why or why not? Do you have a vision based on faith or fear? What are you setting yourself up for in the coming year with your perspective? Do you see yourself recovering? Or are you going to hang on to Satan's lies? How would you respond to someone who is spreading a vision of fear? Many people going through recovery would probably jump on their bandwagon and say, "Yeah, it's no use. Let's just give it up." At any rate, I hope you guys are joining us in the 14-day recovery challenge, which starts this coming Sunday. Email me at drrkmax@gmail.com and we'll send you a free ebook that goes along with the 14-day recovery, which is filled with resources you can do on your own as well. So we hope you do that. Or call me at 757-636-8163 and let me know your email address and I'll send you that ebook. That's it for today, folks. Hope you got something meaningful out of it. So until tomorrow, God bless.